Our top story, there is more trouble for Prajwal Revanna, the JDS legislator at the centre of serious allegations of sexual assault, and his father H.D. Revanna. The special public prosecutor has approached a court to invoke rape charges. Kidnapping charges have also been added. Prajwal Revanna remains out of the country. There's a lookout notice against him.
ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಲಾಯರ್ಗಳು ಕರೆಸಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು? ಯಾಕ್ರಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನನಗೂ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ, ರೇವಣ್ಣ ಬೇರೆ ನಾನ್ ಬೇರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇವೇಗೌಡರಿಗೂ ನಮಗೂ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಚುನಾವಣಾ ಪ್ರಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ರೇವಣ್ಣ ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. What does it mean? No. ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಮಾಡೋದು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ, ಕುಕೃತ್ಯ ಮಾಡೋದು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ, ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡೋದು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿಗಾರ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಬತ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾವ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಬತ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಪಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಪಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ವಿದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ಲೇಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ.
My colleague Pratibha Raman joins us now for the very latest on this. So Pratibha, just break it down for our viewers. There is more trouble which is mounting for the father-son duo. There is a third FIR as well. Just for the benefit of our viewers, when was the first one? Who was it against and what were the charges? And on the second and the third one, what are the details?
In fact, the first FIR was registered in Hassan, Sipura to be precise, where one of the women complainants had alleged that Prajwal Revanna as well as H.D. Revanna were involved, allegedly sexually harassing her, and Prajwal Revanna also making video calls to her daughter and making vulgar conversations. And Section 354 was invoked under the IPC with respect to this FIR, which formed the basis of the SIT to start its work. And as H.D. Revanna as well as Prajwal Revanna were named in that FIR, the SIT began to question each of the witnesses as well as the women complainants who were featured in the controversial videos. Remember, at least over 2,000 videos that have been doing the rounds. With respect to the investigation thereon, another FIR was registered where one of the women complainants filed an FIR against Mr. Prajwal Revanna, and this case involved rape charges against Prajwal Revanna there. And the third FIR came this morning to light, where in Mysuru of Karnataka, the FIR registered suggested that H.D. Revanna as well as his relative Satish Babu, they have been accused of raping one of the women who was also featured in the video. And the complainant suggested that his mother, who's the main person who's been missing, has been missing for quite a few days now, and he is alleged that H.D. Revanna is responsible for kidnapping his mother. And these three FIRs have been doing the rounds now with respect to forming the basis of the cases against H.D. Revanna as well as Prajwal Revanna, where the SIT has been working on it. While H.D. Revanna has moved the Sessions Court to file an anticipatory bail application there, all eyes are on when Prajwal Revanna would return to India and what kind of action would be taken after the lookout notice that has been issued by the SIT as well as the Karnataka's Home Department.
All right, thanks very much for joining us with those details. I'm joined now by Dr. Geeta Bhatt, Lavanya Balal Jain of the Congress Party, and Khushbu Jain, the senior advocate in the Supreme Court. Khushbu, let me come to you first. What is significant now, and this is what was, it hadn't come forward in the last couple of days, is that there is now a third FIR. It is not just the son, but also the father. The first one in Hassan, the second one, I'm not sure of the location. The third one in Mysuru. The third one in Mysuru is of rape and kidnap. It involves H.D. Revanna as well. I mean, how do you look at, this evidence or alleged evidence actually building up against the father-son duo?
First of all, not a senior counsel. I'm an advocate in Supreme Court. Okay, now going to your question.
To us, you are a senior counsel, but go right ahead.
Okay. And the second point, the question which you raised, see, we'll have to see the content of the FIR and what are the exact allegations against both the people that are involved into it. Before that, getting into that, commenting on it would be very premature. But to understand that how these things are transpiring and what kind of CDs have come out and if such kind of heinous crime is happening, and it's coming every day. So I think this openness or awareness and the media and involvement of media into has gotten a place where the women are feeling comfortable that they can come out and file a case against a powerful entity like this. And what we are seeing today is one, two, and it might come up because we have seen how many numbers of sex tapes were being found in this scenario. So there would be different aspects of charges of sexual harassment and others. And I think looking into that only lookout circular has been issued. But it's a serious issue. And I think it cannot be taken as one of the one cases, but it should be it could be taken as a crime against a mass crime kind of a thing, but not, all cases should be involved, should be tagged together, and it should be taken as one of the cases, not singular cases, should be tried all together. And at the same time, this has to be taken up very seriously because this is a repetitive crime that is happening, and this turns out to be either a power play or something seriously wrong. It's crimes against community, if I have to put it across, because if this kind of things are happening with people with the power, people with the money, and community at large is getting succumbed to this has to be taken up seriously, irrespective of whichever party you are. I'm not pro party, pro any party, but this is crime against humanity, if I have to put it across. So it's something very serious and has to be taken up very seriously. I think the evidence part, the charge sheet part, or the part of investigating should also go very fast and smooth, should not take much time into it, so that some justice can come out, and a lot of other women who are still very scared to come out would come out, and this will set as a precedent for others who are succumbing to something like that in other places would come out, and this will give a lot of power to those people.
Right.
So this would be my personal opinion. But going into involvement of father or not involvement of father without understanding the charges would be very premature.
Lavanya, the fact is that H.D. Revanna has been mentioned in at least two of these three FIRs. The final one is of rape and kidnap. Again, how do you see these allegations building up? And because the charge of kidnap is something which is new as well, apparently somebody has gone missing.
Yes, one of the persons who worked as domestic help and as residents has gone missing from 29th of last month. He's just applied for a pre-arrest bail for kidnapping. Revanna has just done that a few minutes ago. He was supposed to appear before SIT for questioning on May 2nd, which is skipped. This is terrible. I mean, irrespective of whichever party you come from, I hope the SIT investigation is swift and fast and the victims get justice. Like our previous, guest was speaking, she's an advocate. I agree with her. This is such a huge crime of such a big extent. It has to be, viewed differently rather than just as a rape tape,
I'm trying to understand over here, Lavanya, from you, as a matter of fact, no political sort of statement over here, that this third FIR pertains to kidnap and rape, and it is just against the father, or is it father and son?
This is against both the father and son because the rape, the son who has filed the case, Raju, he claims the son had on video. There is video footage of his mother, which was leaked, among other footages. She's seen who's tied up, and there was an assault on her. And after that, apparently, before 29th of last month, April 29th, it was Revanna's close aide called Mr. Satish who had come and threatened the mother and son. And on the 29th night, Satish comes and takes the mother away, and she's not been seen since then. That's why the son has today filed a kidnapping case. So the rape case is against Revanna's son, Prajwal Revanna. Kidnap charges are against Revanna.
That's absolutely shocking. Dr. Geeta Bhatt, how would you look at it now? The fact that this woman who was allegedly assaulted and raped, allegedly, has now gone missing, apparently after being kidnapped. Her son now coming on record and saying, "Where is my mother?" The son, Prajwal, allegedly the attacker in this case, but the father named in the kidnap aspect of this. Again, how would you look at this?
Vishnuji, we were earlier also, few days back also discussing this case, and I think this is just getting murkier by the day.
It is.
And I think
agree.
once the charge sheet actually gets filed, we will really come to know exactly, how the sequence of the things had happened. And in any case, it is something which it is appalling to know that, someone who's in the position of power, someone who's an elected democratic representative, he has been alleged to have been committed such grave crimes against, whether it is one woman or many women, irrespective of that. And for so many years it has been happening, and no one came out to speak against it. But nevertheless, I think it is something which needs to be put on fast track, and the state government should actually look into doing something of getting this person back. And as it is being told that he's applying for a bail, this is just, this is something, it is going to have a very negative adverse impact on them as, people who are have a political life, are actually in public life.
Lavanya, go ahead.
Also, that he went on using, he has a diplomatic passport, and he did not take any clearance from the Ministry of External Affairs. Of course, they don't have to apply for a visa as being a member of parliament. But nowadays, all the parliamentarians, they have to take a clearance for any kind of a visit.
So it's quite clear, Geeta, that he was. It seems that prima facie he was trying to escape.
Right,
or get out of this of the situation. But Geeta ji, just 1 second. Lavanya, go ahead.
All I'm saying is, at this point of time, we have not seen a word of concern or sympathy for the victims from the JDS. None of the leaders, be it the MPs, absconding person's parents or his uncle, there's no word of sympathy or concern for any of the victims. That is very shocking and surprising, isn't it? And also, we wish, to know from the BJP why they have not yet broken the alliance with the JDS. Why do they still continue to be alliance partners after coming to know about such a heinous crime? I think we have not heard of a heinous crime like this in the last 100 years committed by one person alone. So why do they continue to be partners with them?
Geeta ji, do you want to take that question?
Vishnuji, I think the Home Minister has, some time back in one of his statements, has very clearly said that they would not stand with anyone who has been proven guilty to be responsible for, any kind of a crime against women. And they have he has made it very clear when he was asked in one of the interviews regarding with respect to this particular case. And also, it is something which is once the charge sheet is filed, I'm sure when it is much more clearer how it has, the development of the cases have taken place, because there are so many theories which are coming. I'm sure nobody, no political party would like to take a stand where such grave charges which proved would be shown. Because you see, at times it happens that in political parties, some political parties, they come out in open and take a stand. Some of them, for example, and now you will say that, two wrongs don't make a right, but it is important to quote here. But we have seen many such cases. For example, in Congress party, the Youth Congress president, B.V. Srinivas, there were allegations that, by their own president, Youth Congress president from Assam, that he had made, sexual assault on him. And instead of looking at the case, she was thrown out of the party. So
but just all of you hold on for 1 second. I know Lavanya wants to come in on this, and Khushbu as well. I just want to read out some statistics. According to 2023 analysis by the Association of Democratic Reforms, out of 4,089 election affidavits of sitting MPs and MLAs, 134 individuals, including 21 MPs and 113 MLAs, have cases related to crimes against women. I have the breakup of every single party: the BJP, the Congress, the Aam Aadmi Party. Alarmingly, as many as 18 MPs and MLAs have declared pending cases related to rape. So, Khushbu, the question is this: political leaders can say whatever they want and say that, you have a rapist on your side or you have a rapist on your side. This is just, talk for the sake of talk, women's rights. Nobody really believes in it, do they?
No, but Vishnu, we should say that we have got rapists in our country. It's irrespective of which party you are coming to, and rapists coming from people with power. And imagine people with power to an extent that the number is increasing. One person has more than one case against him, and in this scenario, it's unimaginable. And that's only because of the part that the people with the power, people with the money, are able to get away, and law do not apply to them. They can circumvent law. That's the precedent that we are setting. So all I'm trying to put it over here is, irrespective of party, I'm again putting it that let's stop playing that aspect. And I think we are 3 women on this panel, and you are with us, Vishnu, that it is crime against women. Let's forget crime, which party or what not party. Let's all of us be together in this, and let's have that stand over here that it's crime against women. We have to fight. We have to make sure that any crime against women and such heinous crime do not get away just because you have muscle, power, or money. The laws are not only for poor. Let's start implementing those laws. We have laws in place, but the only problem that goes is they can circumvent because of intimidation, because of the power, because they can play around with that, because of enforcement of those laws on these political parties or the people with the power. It's
Right.
not just political party, but people with money power also circumvent these
Exactly,
laws.
and that remains a huge worry. I'm going to start wrapping this up. Lavanya, go ahead.
Quickly, I just want to inform everybody, just a couple of days ago, Ishwarappa's son got injunction against his videos in Karnataka. Vishnu, if you look at the number of leaders in Karnataka across different parties who have got injunction for their videos, it's a huge number. We also wonder, why is it that the court, when this case is going on, felt it right? We're not questioning the court, but we would like to understand as women, why does the court think it is perfectly fine to give injunction to all of these videos when these cases are going on? Most probably the women are victims here. Why does the legal system do this? That's something we would all like to understand. Also, let's not forget BJP forged the alliance with the JDS after he took injunction for his CDs last year.
We're also
Everyone
joined-
wants women to be safe.
Sure.
Yeah.
We are also joined by Pramila Nasargi, Senior Advocate and former Chairperson of the Karnataka Bar Council. Thanks, ma'am, very much, Pramila ji, for being with us. Since we were talking, and that was last night, the new development is an FIR which has been filed in Mysuru. This is the third FIR in the cases against father and son, Prajwal Revanna and HT Revanna. The third FIR pertains to a case of rape allegedly committed by Prajwal Revanna and kidnap, apparently at the behest of the father, of a woman who was apparently tied up and assaulted in the past, possibly raped in the past. That woman has now gone missing, and her son has finally come on record and said, "Where is my mother?" This is getting much more murky, and there appears to be allegedly a cover-up which is taking place. How would you look at the fact that there are now 3 FIRs? Pramila ji.
No, all that I want to tell you is they are fabricating cases one after the other. I think they have a manufacturing unit. The Karnataka has become like old Mahabharata where Dushasana and Duryodhana used to be there. The present Siddaramaiah and Shivkumar both are acting as Dushasana and Duryodhana, and they're taking Kadgal against the Mr. Revanna family, and for no reason. I had the occasion to go through the alleged complaints said to have been given by one Mr. Raju, alleged kidnapping. According to him, on the day of the election, somebody had come on behalf of Bhavani Revanna to take her to their place, and thereafter he has not seen them. That is the allegation. Nowhere in the complaint there is a mention of Mr. Revanna's name. Then how could they register a case against Revanna? On the face of it, it is illegal. For what reason? If at all, if his wife had called, then the wife would be the A1. He is not the other person. Apart from that, they must file a complaint against missing. Not that they were kidnapped and all that. There is no government. She was forcibly taken, and it is a fabricated document created for the purpose of case. Once Mr. Revanna withdrew the anticipatory bail, on what basis? The SIT came and said there are only bailable offences. There is no non-bailable offence. That's the reason they advocate for the. So on the face of it, we do the complaint, and after that they did not know how to tag him, how to bring him to book. So they create this case and they file a case, alleged kidnapping and missing. And assuming it's missing, what the effort that they've taken to trace her, they have not done anything. They have not done. Apart from that, one more important thing is SIT registered a case only on the basis of the alleged videos which is circulate. Where is the allegation of circulating? Who circulated it? Already there is a complaint.
Okay, we'll talk about that aspect later, but let me... One sec, ma'am, lots of points. Let me get a response from Lavanya.
Investigation is a whole, only for the sake of...
Ma'am, we've heard you. Let's get a response. Lavanya, the key point that Pramila Nasargi is saying is that the Congress is fueling this. You're getting this done, whether it is removing a woman from the scene and then getting kidnap charges, etc., etc. How would you respond?
With all due respect to Pramila ji, who is a very senior person in Karnataka, I'm appalled at her statements. This is very detrimental to the case. This is detrimental to the safety of women involved. This is detrimental to the safety of all those women who are claiming to be victims of Prajwal Revanna. I do not know why she has to accuse the Congress of such actions. Those are very, very serious allegations against the CM and Deputy CM. There is no incentive for the Congress party to be planting cases against Revanna or his family. I'm extremely appalled by these allegations, and I'm wondering, where does all of this come from, and why does this come, and how is it not going to affect all of these victims? I mean, how can you write off a son seeking his mother's safety, who says clearly, my mother was in the videos? No son would like to come out and say, my mother was raped by somebody, right? In the society that we live in, it has got a lot of stigma, right? It is always about victim shaming. I mean, what do you mean by we are planting the cases? There are thousands of women victims out there. I'm sorry, Vishnu, I'm really upset.
All right, look, we'll leave it over there. There have been 3 FIRs. Ultimately, all of this will have to be proven in a court of law, but the allegations appear to be extremely serious. Prajwal Revanna nowhere to be found. We'll take a short break, come back with the very latest.